Flashback, partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty trying to come up on the bands cause of...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This defense for the Bengals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down inside the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth. Unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people get good for a fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. That's pulled in at the 32. A little juke. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Let's go.
Quickly to Addison here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got room to roam, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd down and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 coming. Stop.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Looking deep here for Chase. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
11, 11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. Touchdown, Vikings! Ty Chandler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Vikings 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. Shreds him with a stiff up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Get to it, like that, like.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died, cause if we